Now let's do some simplification. When we see the word simplify, our answer is not going to necessarily be a number like it is when we use the directions evaluate. Here they're asking us to get rid of all these parentheses and combine like terms. Now out front, when we have a negative in front of that first parentheses, it's an understood -1, which is going to get distributed in and multiplied by each term inside, as we're going to do with the -3 in that front of that second grouping. So -1 times 2x makes -2x. Then -1 times -5y makes +5y. Likewise, we multiply the next two terms by -3. -3 times 3x makes -9x. And -3 times +2y makes -6y. And then I bring down the -14x. At which point it's time to combine like terms, and I'm going to do this in alphabetical order, combining the terms with x in them first. So -2x plus a -9x makes -11x, and then -14x away from that brings us down to -25x. When I compare the y values, I have a +5 and a -6. There's more negativeness, so this is going to be a -1y, or just -y. I don't like to write that 1 coefficient if I don't need to. Here we go with another one. We're going to distribute the 6 and then distribute the -3. So 6 times y is 6y. 6 times -2 is -12. Then -3 times each term inside the second parentheses. -3 times 2y is -6y. And -3 times -5 is +15. And then bring down the -3. When we go to combine like terms, we notice that 6y minus 6y, boom, they cancel each other out. And then when I go to combine the constant terms without a variable, -12 plus 15 makes 3, but minus another 3 makes 0, and this expression simplifies to 0. Then it can get really messy when you've got lots of parentheses and brackets. Know that a square bracket is the same as a parentheses. We just don't like to have a mix-up between parentheses and brackets, so we like to alternate with them. We are going to work inside those brackets and distribute the 3 first and then distribute the -2 next. So I'm going to leave the -3 out front alone, keep the bracket. 3 times b is 3b. 3 times -2/3 is going to find that the 3's are going to cancel each other out, just leaving us with -2. Then we will have -2 distributing, giving us -2b minus 8, and bring down the -6b squared. Technically, I don't need to have brackets anymore. I could change them to parentheses, but they're already written. I could do my distribution now, or I could combine like terms inside the bracket, and that's what I prefer to do. And I'm going to list the -6b squared first, just because it's got that exponent. So out front, -3, inside, -6b squared. Then I'm going to combine together the terms with b in them without the exponents. So 3b minus 2b is 1b, so plus b. And then left over, I've got the constants -2 and -8, which combine together to give -10. Finally, we will distribute that -3 out front, multiplying by each term inside the brackets, giving us +18b squared. -3 times b makes -3b, and -3 times -10 makes +30.